And now, Local Sky 3, breaking news from the next level.
Our next guest calls her event coming up on July 26th the best party in town, and lucky for us, there are still some tickets available. The event is Bowties Blossoms. The guest is Emily Collier, and this all goes to benefit the MCR Foundation. Great to see you.
Great to see you.
So you do call it the best party in town?
I do. It's the most fun party of the summer, is what we like to say.
It's kind of one of those evening events that is a garden party feel. A great band.
Yes, the mailman.
You always love highlighting them.
Yes.
But the cause is also really good. So if you aren't familiar with the MCR Foundation, you explain, Emily, all that you do.
Yeah, the MCR Foundation, we are actually about to hit the 20th anniversary mark. And it was formed after Mary Cameron Robinson lost her life to a 14-year battle with all 3 eating disorders. And her family and friends wanted to create a foundation to provide resources to the community for another family, friends going through something similar as Cammie, because when Cammie was in the throes of it, there was no one to really call and ask. It was, information was more limited. There weren't a lot of therapists in the area that specialized in eating disorders. So you just sort of had to piecemeal things together as best you could.
Right.
And so MCR was born for that reason. So we provide resources. I'm also a licensed therapist, so when people call and ask questions about, hey, I think this might be what we're dealing with,
right.
I can kind of help figure out, who do we need to connect them with in the community, whether it's a therapist, a nutritionist, a physician, to sort of tackle whatever is going on related to eating disorders or even just anxiety, depression. Like, it all sort of works together.
It all works together. I've been privileged over the years to kind of work in lockstep with them on some things, and so I've learned a lot over my time with you. I think that the statistic is a pretty high one now, though, how many men and women, and girls and boys, are impacted by eating disorders. It probably is not what you think, and younger ages. You see a lot with even elementary school.
Yes, that's sort of what we've watched over the past, even post-COVID, right after COVID, I think the rise for teenagers and even elementary students in terms of mental health in general, we've just watched it kind of go upward. And so, in fact, this last spring, we developed at MCR, we have now a program for elementary age parents, and it's like a 30-minute presentation that we take to the parents, and it's all about kind of, a lot of it has to do with social media and kind of what, to look for, things that you can do to safeguard your kids, because some of the exposure, that they're getting from all of these devices is part of the reason that we're seeing such an uptick in mental health.
Yeah, it's as much a part of young people's lives today as their phones are.
Yes.
Really, this concern. Emily loves to tell the story of going in. They do a lot going into area schools. When they're invited in.
Absolutely.
And they'll hold panel discussions, and faculty will come, students will come, parents will come.
Yes.
You tell a story of going into one school, and the school, I think, told you maybe 7 or 8 kids will be there, and it was a room of like 40.
Yes, it was high schoolers, and it was during a mental health awareness week, and they invited us to come in to talk specifically about body image and even how social media and all of that plays into mental health. And she was like, we might have 6 or 7 in the room, and I took a local therapist, Erin Rayburn with Evergreen, that's on the board at MCR. We went together and we walked into the room, and there were over 40 teenagers in the room, and it was just like, so eye-opening, and spoke to, these kids wanted to come and hear about, what they can do for themselves in terms of coping skills, and it was just sort of mind-blowing.
It's always a difficult conversation for me to have with you, actually, because it is not a direct conversation. If whoever's watching today, a large number of them either themselves or know somebody who's in the throes of this walk, and not one of them is going to have the same journey.
Right.
So when you get your ticket for Bowties Blossoms, it is a fun event, a lot of celebration that happens, but it is a fundraiser for y'all to be able to provide these resources, because much of it is at little, like your connection is at no cost.
Correct. So anything that we provide to the community is at no cost. So anytime we go into the area schools, any presentation, like that is the schools pay nothing. That is a free resource, and we're able to do that because we do have a lot of generous donors, and because of events like Bowties Blossoms, we're able to provide those services completely free.
I will tell you, I mentioned I'm helping them with something, so I will do something for them at the event. on the 26th. I'm kind of in the midst of writing it right now, and there's a mom who will be part of it, and she tells of this time with her daughter, and she wasn't getting anywhere, and she was trying to get someone to help her daughter who was really spiraling out of control, and she was having to wait months. And then they realized they could call MCR, and in a matter of minutes, you had called and were connecting them with people. Truly life-saving, all because they can call you.
Yes, then she'll tell you, that phone call changed their trajectory.
Right. Her daughter's great now.
Yes, her daughter is doing great, and yeah, I mean that is what we're here for, is to answer those calls, to help you get connected quickly, because a lot of times if you just call a treatment center or you just call a therapy office, they're on a 6-month waiting list. But we have the ability to help you navigate all of that, and we've got a list of people that we can look into, and we can try to get you help quickly, because when you're in a crisis, who can wait 6 months in a crisis?
And you also know, because you're a licensed clinician, which of the crises is the most ardent one to address.
Absolutely. That's how we can kind of assess, all right, what do we need to deal with first? Our first step needs to be this. And so that is part of what we do, is just help everyone navigate the system.
Okay, so she loves to bring a prop, and I have to wrap it up, but it's a Bowties and Blossoms. If you don't have a bow tie, they sell them.
We do. We sell them at the door. And this year, because it's the 10th anniversary of the event, we partnered again with Wilson and Bow, which is a local company here in Chattanooga, to create the 10th anniversary bow tie. You can see the little ladybugs on there.
Super cute.
And it goes with our theme. So I love a good theme and some swag. So you can buy these at the door. They're $60. It's going to be great.
Okay, so here's where you want to be. Bowties and Blossoms happening at the Westin this year, July 26th. Go online, bowtiesandblossoms.com. If you're watching today and you need this connection, Google MCR, Mary Cameron Robinson, MCR Foundation, and they will be happy to help you.
Absolutely. Thanks. Thank you.
When it comes to your septic system, integrity matters. At Blewett